just a bloke in a bar.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Back in My Day. It's been a big week of rugby league, but I just wanted to start by saying, look, I know you boys think that, like, you know, I'm a bit of a nerd. I know you think that, but I'm actually fucking cool as shit. You know why? Because I'm wearing clothing. You know, that's a cool brand.
It is a cool brand.
It's cool. I mean, look, I know you got some cool stuff on there with that pink. You know, I thought pink was cool about 20 years ago, whatever.
Very nerd-like to call yourself cool.
No, see, I don't think so. I think being a nerd is cool these days.
That's what a nerd would say.
You sound like a narc.
A narc? I've gone from a nerd to a fucking dog. What the hell?
Sorry.
What the hell? Well, anyway, let's the people decide. Am I cool? Clothing. They got this. They sent me this maroon jumper. They've also got blue jumpers, and it just happens to be dropped around this year. You can do the math. I think they're still on their website. So yeah, go check it out. Thanks to Clothing for sending it to me, and not making me cool because I was like already cool, but like
enhancing
my coolness. Yeah.
Again, I was already cool. Sounds very nerdy,
bro. I've been hip for a long time.
Hip. Did you just say hip?
I've been hip for a long time.
You have just crossed over into.
What do you mean?
I'm pretty sure I heard my kindergarten teacher.
Bro, I'm lit as fuck. You know that, bro.
Lit.
Bro, I'm lit as fuck.
Did you say hip or lit?
6'7".
Both.
6'7". I can't believe what I said. That gives off school teacher, like talk to the hand vibe. Kindergarten teacher.
I think it's time to pass the baton on.
Teachers deserve more respect, so maybe that's a fucking good thing we make teachers cool. Make teachers cool again.
Didn't you do a 180 on everything just then?
Okay, boys. First of all, it's State of Origin time. All proudly brought to you by Jim Bean. And it's one of the best times of the year. Also, one of the best times brought to you by Jim Bean. Who are you boys going to watch Origin 2 with in a couple of weeks? Who's in the crew?
Ooh, I'll tell you what I'd love, like, for everything that you've done, the notoriety, the position you've placed yourself in this sport, through media, through your network, I'd love to be invited, like through Bloke, has some sort of VIP experience. Is it too much to ask?
Oh my God.
How cool and how much street cred do you need to get a little invite?
Exactly.
Watch the game.
Yeah, because I'm cool, right? Like that's. No, I'm just gonna sit around and watch it with the fam. This is my sort of like
the John's
very
clan.
nerdy.
You lock in,
nerdy.
you have dinner early.
That's what a nerd would do. Watch it with the family.
Sit around.
I can respect
How vocal does the fam get during the game? Like, is everyone like having their opinions? They're judgy.
Last couple of years,
Don't
it's just
water it
been
down.
me, Cooper, and Dad. So we sit there.
okay.
Dad
And your
locks
old
in.
man's notoriously a Queensland fan.
No, well, according to his brother.
Got a lot of close relationships on that side.
Well, he writes down all his stuff during it, and then me and Cooper sit there and we'll sort of like actually watch. Cooper writes his notes down as well. I've got a good enough memory that I can just.
Well, you know what? I'll be in the studio. I'll be in the studio watching it.
That'd be nice,
with
man.
Whoever the panel is, because we review the show straight after. But I want to ask you, boys. Who's the flakiest mate you know? Who's the most likely to be flaky? You know, something's coming up. You know, they stubbed their toe. I got work tomorrow. All that, weirdo stuff. Like as if you'd go to work the next day. Weird. Who is the most likely to flake on your
Are you
mate?
thinking who I'm thinking, Sandor?
Yes,
I think we're all thinking it. Actually.
Is it the bloke that's not here?
Yeah. It is Rennie Maitua. He is the guy that is the flakiest of all time, and terrible reason. Like doesn't turn up to this show because he's working for charity. Oh, what a flake!
What a great disguise for promotion that is.
Oh, I got charity. I can't come to the show. Oh my God, flaky as anything.
Wow,
flaky as anything. So yeah, it's good stuff. So yeah, massive thank you to Jim Bean. We appreciate it. Alrighty, boys. Tips. How'd you go last week? I went 4 from 7, and I'm sick of it.
Ah, well,
I'm having a bad year, bro.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, I went terrible as well.
Yeah.
We've had this conversation. It's time to just front up and admit that
I don't know footy.
Thank you.
Because what the hell is going on? All thanks to MberX, guys. Download the app today. It's the best tipping app in all the land. I went 4 from 7. My margins are way off. I don't know what's happening this year.
Oh, the margins is a game that I'm completely surrendering to, but I'm 5 from 7. So another consistent week for the old door. Thank you.
Oh, it's killing me. So this week, look, I'll tell you what my tips are this week. We'll just get off the bat, and they're all on MberX, so you can check. Go to my round 14 here in my tipping comp. You can actually join us on the MberX app. Download it. It's free. Join for free. Bloke Tipping, all one word. Bloke is uppercase. Join the tipping comp. So at the moment, so this week I went Rabbitohs, Storm, Roosters, Dolphins. But I'll stop there.
Storm against the Knights.
I'm going Storm.
Oh, we'll talk about this later, I guess.
Yeah, we will talk about it later. Storm at home.
Jeez.
Storm at home. Anyway, that's a hook and tease, guys. You'll get the rest of the tips later. That's all thanks to MberX. Download the app today and join the tipping comp. Boys, one of the all-time situations has happened. So it was one thing to name it FozPine Park. That was one thing where I'm just like, this is great how far the game has come where we actually lean into this kind of like almost meme culture to a degree. And Manly absolutely killing it. And I thought the week couldn't get any better. I thought it couldn't get any better. Manly, hot coach, re-signing, everything's going great. And then, I don't know, I think it's Creatures of
Manly. One of the great
Yes.
local pages.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff on
There's
there.
nothing better than a good old-fashioned niche Instagram page.
Oh.
There's nothing better than it.
Is it like the Daily Blue of Newcastle?
No,
And they got-
no, it just posts like bizarre things that are happening around the local area.
Oh, okay.
And
Great stuff.
I've seen some crazy shit on that thing. Like, do yourself a favor.
love
just
that.
search it up, give it a look, and just look at the absolute
What about
creatures.
the
What a
Bankstown
great member
one?
of the community.
Is it what's the Bankstown one? There's a Bankstown page.
Is there?
Yeah. Far out.
It's not
Humans of
Creatures
Bankstown.
Humans of Bankstown.
That'd be rogue.
Sandor, Daily Blue News is one of my favourite pages. Oh, my God.
Unbelievable. They've looked after me over the years.
I've been
too.
on the piss with Bluey. He's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
fella. Up at
Champion.
the old bar. Me and him got on the piss at Old Bar Tavern mid-year for a golfing a golf weekend.
Is that Boyd Cordner's town?
Yep. Boyd.
What was it called?
Old Bar Tavern.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I had a run in. Sorry, not run in, but he had my back was when I was in Byron for the Origin, and the Daily Mail come out and said that I was using Munster's Wally Lewis medal to pick up chicks.
Yeah.
Like, give me a break.
And were they
Are we
wrong?
serious, Denon?
I believe it.
Yeah, were they wrong?
You need as much help as you
the
get, mate.
shield, the winning
Mate,
shield.
I've
to pick
told
up
you
a
this.
girl.
I told you this a year ago. Hot dudes are ugly nowadays.
so
Ugly dudes
true.
are hot.
So true.
Ugly dudes are
Don't
hot.
do that,
Hot
Jack.
dudes are,
Firstly,
people
you're
are
not
over it, bro.
ugly, and you don't need to be a nerd.
But I've
you are.
got ugly traits.
Yes.
And that's where I
Very
Well,
ugly
that's
traits.
unfortunate, but it's not your guy. It's not your fault, guys.
Bro, hang on a sec.
I wouldn't let it,
you know what
like,
it's,
burn
you know
in
what
your
it's like,
life.
bro? It's like
Don't
you
let it
know,
hold you
20
back.
years ago when you saw fucking massive roid rages walking around, it used to be hot. And then we got sick of it. We're like, we know what went into that. And it's the same with a hot dude,
Yeah.
man. Arrogant, wanker.
Yeah.
But that's all well and good. I vividly remember I was there at the Coogee Bay when Denon was tight shirt, wogged up, gelled up.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And,
Fucking oath.
he was playing the role that he now hates.
No, I had never said I hated it.
No, you
'cause
didn't.
and because you know what? I never played a hot guy. I played a lot of roles in my life, but never played a hot guy.
come on, man. I find that so hard. I find that so hard to believe.
But
Dad.
the
Don't
Daily
talk
Blue
yourself
had my
down.
back. To land the plane, he said the medal, Wally Lewis medal, was using me to pick up girls. So
okay.
touche. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And he's always been good fun.
Mate,
But
I reckon it's one of the great yarns all time, and it's just like it's so funny as a Queenslander that the Blues allow it to still be called the Wally Lewis Medal. So it just makes me so happy because like that's so bullshit. Like, if
why?
you-
What am I missing?
Well,
it's
he's
a
a fucking
Queenslander.
Queenslander.
So if you get man of the series, from
Oh,
New South
yes.
Wales,
Right. Sorry. Yeah.
it
That's
should be a fucking like whether you call it like the Wally Johns Medal or something like that.
Yeah.
It should be something like that.
Or at least like Arthur Beetson, like at least he played Sydney clubs. There's a bit more of an
Something, some
affiliation.
kind of like fair.
yeah, that would be
connection.
great.
because there's more of a Sydney affiliation there as well.
That would be great.
Some kind of connection.
Wally Lewis literally tore the Blues apart for a decade.
And you've got to wear the medal around your neck every time you get. You
That's-
win the series and then
I
get
don't know
cut.
why in my head. I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but in my head, I was like, "That's the Brad Fittler medal."
No, that's the New South Wales.
Yeah, but
medal,
I
mate.
know,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking I didn't even connect the dots. That
it's
it
cuck
doesn't
areas.
matter who it is.
It's cuck areas.
It's hugely cuck. I fell into a rabbit hole of watching an Origin documentary after the Origin last week, and I didn't realize that Beetson played for both.
Well, wasn't it because the New South Wales used to steal all our players?
Yeah, you could only play for New
Well,
South
yeah.
Wales if you were there. I
and
was
that's
like,
actually
"What?"
where a lot of the chip on the shoulder comes from.
I get it. So
And every
it's
time a
mind-blowing.
debutant comes into the Queensland camp, they are reminded of that.
It was a
very much
great
so.
doco, whatever it was, whoever did it.
So,
Well, you know,
Had ex-players crying. It was a great
Love that.
production.
would the Brad Fittler medal use you to pick up Sheila's?
Interesting. Yes.
You think so?
Yeah.
Would you use it to pick up Sheila's?
Nah.
mate,
Wouldn't have the same-
all's fair in love and war.
Wouldn't have the same impact, I feel.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of women out there. You got a Wally Lewis gold medal around your neck. They'd be interested.
I mean, let's be honest, it's fucking embarrassing. Why was I doing that?
so it's true.
Like, get the medal off.
I would have done it. Fucking hell. I would have done it.
It was a fun weekend though, Shandor, wasn't it?
Right.
I was there with you.
Fun's an understatement.
You know what's hilarious is like we actually have just cucked the whole audience because we were about to say this crazy thing that happened with Kieran Foran,
Oh, yeah.
and we just went on this whole different tangent, and they're still waiting. Like, okay, what's the crazy thing with Kieran Foran?
That's called an open loop, guys. You're welcome.
The thing is so Manly Vale, is it Manly Vale? Is that a place? Anyway,
Manlyvale, yeah, it's just down from Brookvale.
yeah, is the KFC there has changed their Colonel Sanders sign took Kieran Foran.
This is one of the great moments in
goated.
marketing and in history with this sport. I am loving that.
Like,
It's about time.
and that was an opposing person's catchphrase as well. I'm loving it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you're fucking really mixing
We
it
are
up.
killing it
It's
today.
finger licking, bruh.
It's finger licking, bro, please.
Oh, well.
Stay on brand. KFC, reach out if you want to like part
Yeah.
of the show or whatever. Because I would love, man, original zinger burger with large fries.
whoa.
Ooh, stop it. But yeah, I love it. I just,
I don't think you need any KFC.
you're fucking right, I don't. Fuck me dead.
Let's rein it in.
Right after, Olivia Dean.
Maybe
Let's rein it in. But
Maybe a catered meal sponsorship first, eh?
Yeah, muscle chef, reach out. That might be a fucking more appropriate. But you're absolutely right. Jesus Christ. It's like, as I said, I always say it's like a melted candle in the mirror.
But sorry, I just googled that Daily Mail article. Do you guys? Obviously, you do. But do you guys know what the headline was?
It was something ridiculous.
I want to read it out. Footy star Cameron Munster is hailed the ultimate wingman for lending his State of Origin medal to fallen teammate in Byron Bay.
Fallen teammate.
But-
What the fuck?
But tattooed hunk insists he doesn't need help picking up girls.
Right, so I think they had like 5 variations of it, but it started so rogue. Like whatever the headline was, I was actually like, guys, come on.
are you sure you didn't speak to him? Because it sounded like you had a lot of inside information there.
Yeah.
Look at that, they
Are you
changed
the
it like
leak?
3
Are you the leak?
times.
You were the leak, weren't you?
It was on
Any
Instagram.
exposure is good exposure. You rang him up and said, I was using the fucking medal.
Yeah, guys, here's a photo someone sent me. I don't know where it came from.
Oh, you know how like the celebrities that are like, man, the paparazzi, I hate them, but then they tip them off of where they're at. That was you.
Yeah.
That was me.
That's it.
Guys are going to be walking down the hill, 6:30 p.m. Sunset, sorry.
Yeah, that gives off major. What was it? That Robbie Williams documentary, the
Oh.
Spice Girl. She was always tipping them off the press about their away trips or whatever it
Bro,
was.
I tell you what,
Genius.
the Robbie Williams documentary, I've never, my
I don't think I watched
estimation
that.
of a bloke never went down further. Like,
Oh,
I
what?
thought I thought he was like a knockabout bloke. He's the biggest sook ever.
Really?
Oh my God.
Wow.
Do you like the music though? Like put
Oh,
the man
incredibly.
aside.
Yeah. Put the
For
man
the
aside.
time, it
It's all
was
about the art. It's all
unreal.
about
A
the
little
art.
bit like MJ. Put the music aside and put the man
Well,
on the
it's
other
very
side.
hard to put those things aside, but
Yeah,
we try.
well,
we try.
That's a conspiracy theory, guys. So we won't go into it.
Oh, yeah.
There's a new Netflix doco if you want to look maybe on the other side.
Settle down, Peter Pan.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
But anyway, the great Foz, he is the Colonel Sanders. Colonel Foz. Colonel Kieran.
They should get him one of those. You know, like how the Texans or how the Colonel has his little
in the
thing.
coach's box.
Oh,
In the the little like
just go hard on him
He
now,
should wear a
KFC.
cowboy hat as well in the
it's
coach's
like
box.
you know, it's like a ribbon they have instead of
Yeah.
a tie.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
get one of those.
KFC need to triple down.
Yeah.
Like do whatever it
Get him
takes.
dressed as the Colonel in the coach's box this weekend.
The old Foz train.
Even
What
like
did you
a-
hear about what happened with FozBall? Can you? What's that story?
Someone trademarked it or something.
Oh yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What
So,
about
yeah,
that?
They don't know who's so they're trying to figure out. Obviously, Manly now they've signed 3 years. They've seen this as a massive marketing opportunity, and someone's gone and taken the rights for FozBall, but they don't know who it is. So there's someone out there that's like made hats, right, and selling them online.
You see him
And
everywhere.
they assumed it was him, so they contacted him, and apparently he's like, it's not me. Someone's just gone out there.
Yeah, so that's NRL soapbox. But he said no, that I've not been the one to.
So
say
some
that.
genius has gone out
hilarious.
there, seen an opportunity, taken the rights. I bet you he'll sell it to Manly for a bit of cash.
No, well, so it's actually a like it's a I guess not a con's a strong word, but it is. People do that.
Yeah.
They go out and they just start trademarking stuff because if you know how to trademark stuff, it's actually not that expensive. It's only expensive if you use lawyers to do it.
Yeah.
The thing I would say though is like, it depends how if he says give us $2,000 or $5,000, the club's just better off just going yes, sweet.
Yeah, 100%.
But if he says no, I want a half a
6
mil
figures,
or
yeah.
some shit. The club can say, well, your that name is off his likeness. You're also like there are so many connections to the club and his name that I reckon if you took it to like trademark court or whatever the fuck it's called, the club would have a pretty strong case of like they're using Kieran Foran's likeness and he hasn't given permission, and also the club's likeness for a slogan.
That just reminded me. There's businesses getting around at the moment. So when they follow pages of couples, and every time they go on the reels and they look at newly engaged couples, and when people announce that they're getting engaged, the female, they'll go and look at what her last name will likely be when they'll change it, and they'll make every variation possible of her name with her new partner's last name, and then when she's trying to make the new name, they'll then offer her the name for cash. So it's a business. Which is, you think about that, how many people are getting engaged every day? That's
Like, it's
pretty
obviously disgusting, but there's a small element of respect as well.
Oh,
Like,
it is a
what?
hustle.
Oh, you're hustling.
That's
do you
hustling.
mean?
Big time.
Jesus. And you're like this single dude just looking at all these happy marriages as well. That's got to hurt. So maybe he's
crazy.
kind of owed it.
You think you just leave it your maiden name,
It's been
right?
burnt.
That's so toxic. Just a typical male thinking he's owed shit. Piece of shit.
Who's the owner of Manly again?
Pens.
Pen-
Yeah, Penn. Oh, I remember we had this conversation about how he reinvests all the profit into the club, controversial or not.
Allegedly, of course.
Allegedly. But I'll tell you what he should start to invest in. I reckon he needs to go hard on the Foz train because there's a time where, like, at what point do we start actually laying down the tracks to get a railway system out to Manly
The action
and call it Foz train?
Literally Foz train.
Literally.
And it's his head
The
on the front.
infrastructure's there. It's,
His
what's
head
a,
is on
what's
the
a
front.
few railroads?
And you know what? That
Is the
bridge.
infrastructure there?
It's not a big deal. There's a
I tell
bridge.
you what, that bridge is a nightmare as well.
You can go underwater with trains. It's not. I've seen
That
it done.
bridge is a fucking nightmare.
It is.
Holy shit! I understand why Manly people just like.
Have you ever
stay
been there when it opens?
No, I haven't.
It is
It's a mistake.
glorious. It is glorious.
Oh my god!
Watching the beautiful yachts go through, it's unbelievable. I spent many a morning seeing that thing go up on the way to
I will
Redfern.
say, and look, I will say, Manly have shown evidence like they've been really good with this whole situation in regards to capitalising. But you've got to strike while the iron's hot. You know, like there is.
This is a once in a
If
lifetime.
you keep winning and you go, even if you don't win the comp, but you just go on a bit of a run, they might be able to make an extra $1 million in like merch and that. It's just this year alone, and lean all the way into it because like you can. I remember was it Miami Dolphins a few years ago had that young NFL coach. Anyway, it was a huge thing, and it's just a really good branding exercise because, like, let's say you've got these young kids that want to support a club or are thinking about it, and they might lean towards Manly just because it's a cool club to be around. We've got this young coach that understands the youth, says 6'7" all the time. He's hip, he's cool, he's lit. And so, like, it's just such an opportunity for Manly, whether it's in the transfer market, whether it's to grow the club, whether it's, even just Manly's, in regards to its size from a brand perspective. This is the train you jump on, the Foz train you jump on to try and expand it and make it something bigger than it already is.
In my mind is
speaking of merit,
exploding with products right now. So we've got the Fosby, so it's like frisbee, so it's just with Foz's face on it.
Yep.
We can look at sell them at games Fozzles for kids, so you can try and find Jake Trbojevic in the little clay thing. Call it Fozzles. Oh yeah. What else can we do?
Oh, okay, yeah, I got that. That was late for me.
I wouldn't mind a FozBall and it's a golf ball.
That's not a bad option.
It's
as well.
trademarked.
Oh, damn,
Foz
it's
Tea,
fucking motherfucker.
Foz Tea, two options: a kicking tea, but also they start their own brand of like a actual tea set, like a tea
Okay.
set. Foz Tea.
I like that.
We might be going into some deep dark waters here, but why not strike while the iron's hot? as
Leave
you
no
said.
stone unturned, basically.
Yeah,
I agree. But brilliant play from KFC. Changing a sign does nothing for them, but huge.
Oh, massive.
Return.
Massive. It's finger licking good. It makes me want to fucking zinger. That's what
Yeah,
it does.
they should change.
Colonel Kieran.
They should change Warringah Mall to Fosmall.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like
that'd
that.
be good.
Oh, Warringah. Oh no, that doesn't work.
That doesn't work.
As soon as you said it, I
Let's
knew
know
it wasn't
best.
going to work.
Best.
Thanks,
I'll tell you
Sandor.
what. Best product in the Spotify or YouTube comments. I don't think
Yeah.
Apple has it. Best product. We'll give a $100 bloke gift voucher to. So best Foz product, $100. Then what we'll do is we're going to trademark it. I will use the connections that I have when we get merch done. We'll make heaps of it and make heaps of money and tell Manly to go fuck themselves. How
Yeah,
about
and
that?
then we'll also send you a $100 voucher for our new brand and product that you created.
For the rest of this episode at random
only fair.
times, I'm just going to say my ideas to try and nullify more people. So because I don't want to make it easy for the listeners. I'm just going to keep saying
It's a great
random,
idea, Jack, because I just know the comments are going to be swarmed with fossils.
Puzzles.
Well, it's a broad idea.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know why, but it just rolls off the tongue. A beer fossil, and it's a beer fit. Like
Oh,
a,
stop it.
No, a beer fossil.
Yeah.
Fozchos, the ponchos for when it's wet.
Oh, Foscho.
So there you go.
I mean, there you
Yeah,
fucking
but
go.
that's it. Mate, there's a product there because
I like
Manly is very exposed.
I know there's going to be someone in
Home
these
ground.
comments with the most brilliant product.
Yeah.
I can already
That
feel
guy
it.
is just listening to the podcast, just
Yeah,
trademarking.
he's ready to trademark
His fingers are
everything.
bleeding.
Yeah. So yeah, even like any kind of nozzle is a fossil.
Yeah.
So anyway, beer fossil. I like that one. On the hill there.
Yeah, the boys
Just
are
the boys
is
are
that what
getting
you're
after
thinking?
it.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking. On the
yeah,
hill with
100%.
a beer fossil.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll get in touch with our manufacturers overseas. So anyway, congratulations to Foz. Okay, Reece Walsh, he admits he didn't deserve the Origin call-up. It was disappointing not being named for Queensland. When you're young, all you want to do is grow up and play for Queensland. To not get named and get the call and get that call was disappointing. Now I know, but I know the standard it takes to play for Queensland. I'm honest with myself. I probably haven't been living up to those standards. Well, that's what makes it so great. Once you put that jersey on, you know what it takes to get back there. I'm a realist and I understand I haven't been upholding those standards, but it's about putting in the hard work at training and relaying that back onto the field. If I keep working hard in those areas, I'm sure opportunities will come again. I've got to say, like,
Geez, that's some good chat from
I
Walshy.
know, bro. It fucking brings a tear to the eyes of
Wow.
Broncos man and Queensland man. What I'll say about this about Walshy, and a lot of people won't want to hear this because tall poppy syndrome, he's a young kid, he's successful, he's hot as fuck, like all that shit. But like, he has no right to be that humble. He's just come off the fucking greatest final series we've ever seen. He has essentially won a premiership for the biggest club in rugby league. Guess how much Instagram followers he has?
Oh, you must be up to what, 600?
He nearly has 700 just on Instagram alone.
Wow.
700. Like Kalen Ponga has 350 or 360 or 70. Or like I think Cleary has like 400. Like that's how big he is. He's nearly double the size. And so I just love that for Walshy. Like the fact that he is, you don't hear many players of that tier of ability say I wasn't good enough to get selected this year. Usually you hear them say I was disappointed. I got to go back and work hard, which is normal. But I don't know. I thought it was. I thought it was really good. And I'm not saying Walshy's the only player to ever say that I wasn't up to standards. I just think that in the current environment he's in, if there was anyone that kind of felt like they were owed something in regards to what they had just achieved, you could argue it would be Walsh, and he didn't do that. I love it.
But you're right. There's comparisons don't need to be made. I look at this specifically to Reece Walsh, and I humility, yes, but also I like it's maturity.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, how good is it to hear those words come out of his mouth? Things like I'm being realistic, and yes, I was disappointed, but I understand what it takes and what I need to be doing. Like just such amazing things to come out of his mouth, and I just think it shows like how far he's come as a person, as a player, as an athlete.
He's
and
still 23.
mate, it's unbelievable.
Like imagine
I love
doing
that.
what he did. I mean, he was using a Wally Lewis medal to get chicks earlier in the show.
I know.
So imagine what he'd be doing if he did what Reece Walsh did in the grand final.
Oh, mate. It's like he was walking around with like a Fozzle head, which is a bobblehead with Fozzle's head on it.
Fozzle head.
That's a new one.
I mean, at that point, I'd be expecting a parade through the main streets of Byron,
Well, it's very true.
dedicated to me and
Fozzle head.
only me,
But it's early.
Holy
Like
shit.
it's
carried
only,
by my Queensland teammate.
Yeah,
Oh,
Queenslander,
yeah.
mate.
Well,
Well, if I was hypothetical,
Yeah, you probably would be, though.
hypothetical.
it'd be
of course.
completely against my will. I'd be disgusted, but I'd do it.
New South Wales Transport Foz train.
Genetically, we
I
know that
think-
you have a little bit of Queensland in you, so I understand.
Oh, okay. Come back at me later, you communist, Hungarian. I do think like it's only been game one. I think like there's still footy to be played this weekend. Like if anything happens to KP, like you're not keeping him. Like I think like he's playing the humble train and stuff like that. But I think there's every chance that regardless of his form at the moment, there's every chance that Reece plays a game this series.
I just think the only thing that would hurt Reece, and it's not a reflection of what he said here because I absolutely love it, but you know that the last time you were in Origin, you struck up this beautiful relationship with Billy. He had such a massive impact, and you're just watching that unfold with someone else. Like it's literally you're the ex, and you're watching your ex-girlfriend thrive.
Yeah,
You know?
it's like my chair. It's like the Perth Bears at the moment.
Oh, don't get me started.
They're very much so. But I think also Billy.
That's what would hurt, I think.
Well, it's very much like you're talking to the dynamic, and you and me know, like, me more so, Sandor, but you know a lot about like the reserve grade versus the NRL player relationship. The head coach has got to spend all his time with the NRL player, then you got the reserve grade guys who are sort of to the side and they got to sort
But
of
it's
their
the
stuff
fullback
out.
connection. Like, you know,
I get
you
that.
go into camp, you and Billy are chums and like you're working with the best fullback and you watch that. KP built that relationship.
Yeah.
And then it echoed into the game. It's just like, oh.
Billy strikes me as the type of guy that would very much, he's considerate. I see Billy, like he also had his time where he had to play for the North City Bears a couple of times early in his career. Like
Carmichael had his jersey. Darius
Yeah.
Boyd got his jersey for a bit too.
I feel like he'd be keeping contact with Reece. I feel like, that might be the case, like where he might look at that, go see it unfolding in camp, going, wow. But let's not forget that same thing happened to KP 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, it did.
So like, they struck up that relationship. Then Billy had to ring KP and tell him, sorry, Reece is in the squad. He's just playing better. So, and it's very much like I'm 100% confident that Billy would be talking to not just K, but also him, keeping him ready just because if anything happens, like let alone just being on the bench, he could be starting for game 3 or
I
2.
personally think this is a little bit more contrasting to the KP situation of a few years ago, just because I I personally don't feel KP was in demand and as hot, not physically, but
Still hot though. Still
from
hot.
a player
What is
standpoint.
with your theme this podcast? I've told you, hot people aren't hot anymore.
Yeah, he did say that.
Cool
He did
people
say
aren't
that.
cool. Blah, blah, blah.
That's something a hot guy would say.
You wouldn't know.
True.
That is true. That is
Oh,
true.
yeah, anyway.
Actually, no, come on, mate. Give yourself
You know what's
points.
hilarious about that? I remember when I was younger, and my best friend at the time, we ended up
Back in my day.
Back in my day, yeah. You know your friends, like when you've got an insecurity or something, and he always used to say, "Mate, your nose isn't that big," and I'd be like, "Bro, fuck off!" Like it is. But I always appreciated.
mate.
I always appreciated that he was trying to soften the fucking blow.
Oh, wait, what, you know? It's not that big. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Before I met you, everyone referred you as Beak. I have no idea what you're talking about. Like,
Yeah, just speaking about my piece.
oh, Sandor, it's not that sort of show. Oh, sorry, Beak, it's not a show.
No, that's definitely not true. I'm closer to being hot than that.
Well,
that's for sure.
look, for your sake, I hope it's true because then that covers up not being cool and not being hot.
Yeah.
So, like, if there's ever a trump card, that's the one. So I hope for your sake that you are blessed with that at least, and then
Unfortunately,
it's
no.
play on.
Some men are not blessed.
You got some Italian in you, don't you, Beak?
No,
No, I've had this conversation.
Bro, no,
He's
I
the
don't have any.
wobbiest Australian you've ever
No,
seen in your
come on,
life.
boys. Look, I just have a nice tan. I can't help that.
It's not the
baby
tan.
smooth skin, baby
It's
smooth
your
skin.
hair and nose.
No, it's like that's this nose isn't. It's not an ethical nose. It's a.
They are
it's not- sorry, it's not
European
an ethnic
features.
nose. It's designed for aerodynamics. That's why I'm quick.
Yeah.
That's a fair call.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Mercedes, see what we can get done.
So anyway, well, she loved that from him.
Unbelievable.
I got to say, boys, I want to put you onto a New South Wales PSYOP. And the PSYOP is this embarrassing petition that has been started in Queensland asking for Ashley Klein to be removed for Game 2.
Yeah.
And so I've
Bad move. They obviously don't understand the history of how this plays out.
I will say I've done the research, and every single person that signed it was actually born in New South Wales. They currently just live in Queensland. I've also done the research that it is a PSYOP that created by New South Wales Rugby League, because there's no way a Queenslander would sign that position. And if you are a Queenslander that signed that position, what the fuck are you doing?
You're an idiot.
Obviously, I'm taking the piss in regards to it being New South Wales Rugby League that started it.
Klein is going 7-0 for penalties, boys.
Boys,
Wake up.
But also, like,
Matty
come
said,
on.
that's what Matty said. You know how he brings up the stats? He said last week,
Mate.
he went year by year, game by game.
No, that's actually me that went year by year, game by game. But very un-Queenslander like. End the petition now. Crazy stuff, boys. I'd love to get your thoughts on the New South Wales PSYOP against Queensland.
Well, firstly, on the member for Manly there, I'd love him to do something about petrol, maybe start some FOS fuel.
Oh, you've been sitting on that for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's been 3 minutes.
The petrol fozzle?
Yeah, I might have gone quiet there because I was trying to like talk but not forget it in the back of my head.
Multitask.
But what was the question again? Sorry, Campy?
Well, I just talked about the New South Wales PSYOP of creating a petition and then getting people that were born in New South Wales but live in Queensland to sign it.
So just
someone
before
born
we
in Queensland
comment,
didn't sign that.
out of 10, was there any truth on a scale of like 10 being everything you said was true and 0 being absolutely
It's
nothing?
actually true. There is a petition, and I
Right.
think it's gotten 30,000 signatures. Can you check?
And is it influenced by which side? Is there any truth to that?
No, it's Queensland asking.
Okay,
for
so it is.
So that part is true.
Okay.
Now I'm alleging that it's a PSYOP from New South Wales.
Gotcha. Well, I hope it is because that is genius. Because we know what Klein is coming to do. We want a decider, guys. If there's no decider, there's no origin, and no one gives a shit. So Klein's going to do what Klein does best, and that's why he's bulletproof, untouchable. 7-0 penalties. You heard it here first. And you want a petition against that? Please.
Can we get a market
Tell
on
me
the penalty
something
count?
we don't already know, Jack. After what I've just said, brilliance.
Can we get a market on the penalty count?
Oh, yes.
I'd be dipping in it. I'd
Let's
be dipping
do
in it for
it.
sure. If you could give
Can
me
we
a market,
do it?
mate,
Surely sports better be up for it.
give
Are we
us a
still doing it
market
with
on
them?
like the team to get the first 3 penalties in a row or something.
No.
Fuck, I'll be chewing that
FozBall.
up.
Well, no.
FozBall will do it.
FozBall. You punting agency.
Well, no. What would be the thing? It's not the 3 penalties, is it? We want total penalty count, don't we?
No, I reckon a good market would be.
Or you want in a row because that's
in a
the
row.
real marker.
Yeah, like if a team comes out. So, okay, the theory is this, and I've spoken about it before. Go back to Game 2, 2024. Queensland got, New South Wales got, I think it was 6 penalties in a row. And that's including 6 agains and stuff like that. Then you go to Game 2 last year, and Queensland got, I think, 7 penalties in a row.
In a row.
Like, literally. Literally.
I'm feeling an unhinged reel coming up.
And when I say penalties, I'm including 6 against in that. Maybe it was like 7-1 or something like that, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna go look.
Can you check the stats? But I'm pretty sure it was 7 in a row.
I'm almost certain it was 7-0 last year.
The petition, yeah, PSYOP. Guaranteed PSYOP.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
You don't mind the PSYOP?
Look, well, at the end of the day, you want to play for who you want to play for, don't you?
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how is that connected to the petition?
A new product, Foz Answers.
He's thinking of Foz products the whole time.
Mate, we can't come to you knowing that you're deep in a new Foz product for the 3 minutes in between conversations.
Hang on.
That's not how this works, mate.
Foz Finder, it's a GPS for your car.
Oh, and like you could like Foz's head is like
it's got
where you're like whenever you choose the direction like the address to go to, Foz's head pops up.
No, you didn't listen to me properly. It only finds beers.
Oh,
Only finds pubs.
a Foz finder, and it's just pubs. I like
That's
that.
sick. And it's got to be like a little key ring of his head and it beeps, beep, beep. And as you get closer, beep, 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 beep. That'd be mad.
It's like House on Fire. It's gives you real wake up vibes.
Hell, did you check, Matty? Still looking? What are we looking at the moment?
So I think they are slightly different. So I think last year was purely penalties. There were a couple of Queensland 6 against sprinkled in there, as well as blue 6 against. But it was 8-0 at halftime last year.
Penalties.
Yeah.
And what was the 6? But did you count like in a row? Because I'm pretty sure if you look at the start of the game, there's like there's like in a row they get the 6 against and penalties.
I think that was the year before.
The year before. But anyway, 8-0 at halftime.
Yeah, right.
20-0 up.
I don't know. It's
I'm going to keep counting, and I'll come back to you later in the
hard 'cause
podcast.
the game itself, like whether you go from game to game, but like at the start of a game, it generally balances out, right? Like most of the time, that's the sort of what we've thought. You know, the start of a game, someone dominates in terms of penalty count. Generally, either the back end of that half or the back end of the game, it does balance out in some ways. The only hard thing in rugby league is just the fact that if you get the early count, if you get off to a good start, 75%, let's just say, you probably win the game, right? Getting off to a good start is so important. So, it'll be interesting to see who gets the right away early.
You know what's crazy as well? It's like I actually think overall, outside of him overruling the bunker, I actually think Ashley Klein was pretty good game one.
Yeah. I agree. We said that. He was reffing it like an Origin game should be reffed.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't like the reason that there was so much fatigue in New South Wales was purely our own doing.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't because of the 6 agains or whatever it was, because there weren't any till like the 20th minute. It took ages to get a 6 again in.
Yeah.
So it'll be the start of the first 20 minutes of this game is going to be so interesting because of the whole dynamic that happened in game one.
Yep. Yeah.
But also, like, not just talking ref wise, but I'm also talking New South Wales mentality.
Yep.
Will Queensland start as hot as they did? Will New South Wales start as cold as they did? I'm expecting like an absolute flip.
Yeah, it's going to be so. I'm so keen to watch it. So keen to watch it. But as I said, I actually thought he was pretty. I felt like in the back end he made a few mistakes calls wise. But outside of that, I actually thought he was a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
One of his better Origin games.
Yeah. And he might be sponsored by Foz Fresh, new deodorant. It smells like.
You are taking away comments from the people.
I know, but
We get it.
someone
You've
listening right
you've
now
created
that's
10
all,
products.
"Fuck,
Give them a
man."
go. They're
Someone's
going for a
sitting
$100
there-
voucher.
I'm
you
making it a
dog.
little bit hard because I know there's someone
You're not
out
eligible
there.
for the $100 voucher, just so you know.
What?
You're not eligible, bro.
I know there's going to be someone out there with a mad product.
And actually, we've made the decision that we won't be giving you a $100 voucher for the product that you've created either,
Yeah.
well, but I'm
just to teach you a lesson.
I'm just making it interesting.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm giving them a challenge because I reckon there's someone out there with a brilliant, not even just one,
you're bringing the best out of them.
multiple ideas,
Yeah,
like
okay.
Foz rap. It's like cling rap, but like Foz.
That's what non-hot people would say.
I'm treating you meanly to bring the best out of you. That's what's happening.
I'm really flogging this like a dead
That's
horse.
what ugly people say. Ugly people say, but it's interesting.
Well, you don't
Ugly
speak
but
for ugly.
interesting.
Hey, hang on a sec. My
Whoa.
culture is not your costume.
No, just saying
don't
what I've
speak
heard.
for ugly people.
Just saying what I've heard.
Did you say my culture is not your costume? That's a great saying.
It's cultural.
And it's disgusting that you would talk for ugly people. It's like, do you
No,
talk for women?
I'm just
bro?
quoting them, what
Do you
they've
talk
said.
for women? Are you a misogynist?
No, I talk for them respectfully and positively. Optimistically.
Talk to them positively.
Yeah, about them, to them, for them.
With a Wally Lewis medal around your neck.
Yeah.
But please don't speak for ugly people. That's very disrespectful, mate.
No, you guys are cute. Ugly
You haven't
but
lived and
interesting.
breathed it, bros.
Did you say you guys?
You guys. you. Well, hang on. Don't backflip on Dennett.
Yeah, are you leaving
Have
me
you
now
said
and going
I've got
hot?
ugly features? Are you ugly or do you want to be hot? Which one is it? Because I'm not going to bring you over to my side.
I just said features, like I can't read a room and things like that. Like the personality traits.
I can't read a room. I can't read a room. It's like,
I would have given you like a bit of a tall, dark, handsome, mysterious, a little bit strange kind of.
Mysterious. Oh,
I would have
shit.
given him
I like
that
it.
tag.
I like mysterious.
Plus, you bring a very strong last name. I would have brought you over to this side, but
Okay,
you've
good
decided.
pedigree. Good
You've
pedigree.
decided to go. I've got ugly features. I'm going to hang with Dennett.
Oh, victim mentality. Is that okay?
Yeah, but
Go for it,
You know
mate.
what?
Oh, wow.
In Ugly Town, we're gonna have way more fun, Kempy.
Fucking oath. Ugly people have way more fun than hot people.
So true.
with each other.
And are better people.
Oh, 100%.
Like, if I see a really ugly dude, probably a great bloke.
I
That's
feel
why
like
I'm
you have
fucking
to. I feel like you have to double down on that because of the ugliness.
Oh, fuck. That's something the hot guy would say.
That is very much a hot guy saying.
Yeah, something that you guys could never say. It's unfortunate.
I don't speak hot people, I'll tell you
There
that
you go.
much.
You're living up there in Buddha while wearing pest. Good on you,
Yeah, that's
man.
right.
I
Looking
just
down, looking down on you.
I'll tell you what, I just love the fact that you said one of my ugly traits is I can't read a room, and I can imagine your partner getting asked, like, what's the pros and cons for Jack Johnson? In the cons, it says can't read a room.
There's a list. There's like a mental tally. And when people see me, like and I'm coming towards them, there's like a positive tally and there's like a negative tally in red. And it just like first thing is can't read a room.
Can't read a room. Okay.
Okay, I got the numbers.
Okay.
So 2 years ago, for the first 30 minutes of the game, Queensland got 6 penalties or 6 against in a row. It went penalty, 6 again, 6 again, penalty, penalty, penalty. Then last year, it was slightly different last year. It wasn't completely in a row, but it went like this. Queensland gave away 6 again. Then New South Wales gave away penalty, penalty, 6 again, 6 again. Then Queensland gave away 6 again. Then Blues went penalty, 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 penalty. Then Queensland went 6 again, and Blues went penalty, penalty.
Oh, a couple of charity 6 again.
That's all by half time. So it was 8-0 penalty count, but altogether it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3.
Wow.
And no penalties for the
Now,
Blues.
to remove the allegations and back to our tips, we're not sure whether this will happen to Queensland or New South Wales. It could go either way.
Alrighty, guys. Broncos under fire. That's the headline. I don't agree with it, but
Of course you don't.
we won the comp last year. Who gives a shit, bro? Who fucking cares, bro? Let the boys fucking sun the
They've been
dick.
on fire
They
for
won the
16
comp. Who
weeks.
gives
Put
a
it
fuck,
out.
bro? We won the comp. We broke a drought. Let the boys have a bit of fun. Let them fucking go out in the piss. We'll fucking pack it in this year. We'll come back next year and fucking tear you up. Who gives a fuck?
Is that an article headline or did you write that, Ken?
I didn't write that.
Because I don't like it when you put the Broncos under fire. I'll try and gaslight you into it. Like,
No, listen, I didn't write it, and I just think, look, we won the comp. Who gives a shit?
Well, sorry.
They got 2 or 3 years of me not.
Sorry to highlight the TV screen, but to double down on Broncos are under fire, I don't believe it. What do we think about Ezra Mann being dropped? Will he play Origin 2? What the fuck does that mean?
I didn't write it, bro. I didn't write it.
seriously, dude.
That's not me that wrote it. That's a spiteful fucking Matty.
That's a piss.
Honestly,
Matty.
if you're a Broncos fan who's already given his FozBall comment and you've already listed your product, underneath it, also just give Kempy a bit of dark feedback here. Look, they're sitting at 11th. They're same as last year. Let's be honest, they could win it from 8th again. Like I think they're not the only team. I think there are other teams, including possibly. I think they're right next to the Roosters.
But they ended up in the top 4.
They ended up in the
Yeah. Like, because the Warriors got a bunch of injuries and they ended up sneaking in the top 4. Now, you could argue, because they won every game, so you could argue maybe they could have done that from 8, potentially.
Oh yeah.
Look, I just think, it's not the same as last year. We got way more injuries.
Way more.
And also, you got a team that's already won a comp. That desperation that exists mentally, it might not exist as much anymore. I know people immediately turn to Panthers. They're the exception, bro. That's what makes the 4 in a row so crazy, is that's not normal. Like, you don't see that ever. Like, back-to-back used to be impossible until the Roosters did it. And that's hasn't been, like, no other clubs come close, obviously, other than Penrith. Every other club, like, you've got maybe the Melbourne Storm when it comes to back-to-back grand finals, and then Broncos 23-25. But in regards to, like, back-to-back premierships, that's also super, super, super rare. You got, in the last 25 years, you got the Roosters and Panthers. It's a long time for back-to-back.
I think they're just tapering.
Okay.
They're doing they're going full on the Olympic train and they're going to taper towards the finals.
Okay.
But to add to the stack of challenges this year, there has been like lots of kind of media stuff, allegations, controversies.
Lost assistant coach as well.
Yeah, I just thought about Penrith. I'm like, when was the last time there was an article that wasn't about them just playing football and winning?
I mean, I'll tell you,
I can't even remember it.
You know what's crazy about Penrith? I'll tell you the key stat of what's different about Penrith. The amount of players they use per year is the least in the comp essentially every single year.
Yeah, they've got something like long-term injuries. I remember
crazy,
the
bro.
last 6 years.
They've only used 21 players this year.
Yeah, I think they've only had like a one or two. Like, don't touch wood, but you know what injury I'm talking about.
Yeah, what are they doing there?
You know, they're doing something in their preseason. And that's the thing. And it's very much like, I'm sure, Shandor, you can talk about this like down in Melbourne. I talk to Cooper about this all the time when we were coaching. Like, you can say to players, okay, guys, just body in front at training. Or you can say, hey, it's full on, 100%, everyone clear with that. And I swear to God, every time you say 100% at training, everyone, you get less injuries because you don't have blokes.
Yeah, some blokes.
Everyone's at 100%. So everyone's protecting themselves at 100%. Everyone's intensity is 100%. And what you see is less injuries because when you give everyone a grey area answer or a grey area reason in terms of your intensity, you very much see some blokes at 100, some blokes at 60, some blokes at 40,
Yeah, it's
some
not
blokes at
good.
70. And that's when you see a lot of training injuries. I'd love to see what they do day in, day out at training and what their intensity is like when they do 13 versus 13.
Are they a tackle club or two-hand touch club?
I reckon they go from one to the other at full
Just
intensity.
for context, for anyone listening, like Melbourne Storm at training, we only tackle in contact and wrestle sessions. We're all two-hand touch.
Really?
Yeah, no contact.
So, like, if you're on field 13 versus 13,
Yep.
you'll do two-hand touch instead of just body in front.
Yep.
So it's either 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, in a wrestling session, controlled environment,
Yeah.
or on the game. Everything else is two-hand touch.
But you also do 13 versus 13. That's full intensity on field as well.
No,
right?
we don't
Never.
do it. Two-hand touch.
Never did 13 versus
How
13.
long are your wrestling sessions and how many have you
The
got?
wrestling sessions they would be 10x on anything else, in my opinion. They're full on.
I was going to say, you got to get your contact in somewhere.
Yeah, well, they're full on. We do in preseason. There's 3 a week.
But yeah, but about in season, what's the
In
intensity?
season, the
Yeah.
wrestling goes. They don't have specific sessions. They're a part of our field session, so they'll have like a 20-minute period beforehand. But everything is two-hand touch.
What about when you did edge v edge? So like for
Yeah,
people
two-hand
that,
touch.
so edge v edge for people that don't understand. So it'd be like playing one edge versus the other. So you might have a couple forwards in each.
Yeah, run your
almost
plays.
split the field and run your edge plays essentially. So you would not only do two-hand touch for those drills.
Yep.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
you know what,
surprising.
when you think about it, and like it's just hindsight speaking, like as long as you're getting your patterns right on the field and enough controlled contact, why do you need to simulate the situation? Because like, good defense is just about getting your body in front of the player. So if those patterns in your footwork is sorted, plus you're also doing enough contact to know what the contact feels like, blah, 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 blah.
Like one of those
Genius.
wrestling sessions would be, we'll still practice in a sort of miniature version of the edge v edge and make tackles with the suits on.
Yeah,
But in simulations, no.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to, like wrestle rooms aren't big enough to have an entire
No,
edge,
we do
but,
that on the
like,
field.
That'd be on field. But that amazes me because
Yeah.
you get that at Newcastle we would like that sometimes. It'd be like, body in front. And then you do a lot of body in front like in your juniors. So like, people will go like, coaches will do, guys, I don't want you destroying each other's legs or, doing a serious injury. So let's just get your body in front. But I don't want you letting someone through, which it's very hard when you explain that to a kid, especially or someone growing up. It's very hard. Like they can do one way or the other there. Like you give them a massive grey area.
And the standards are high. Like, two-hand touch is not just like, you pretty much have to get in front. You have to be in a good
You
position.
can't be doing that.
No, you get exposed. And the other thing to that is, Jack, like one thing I will say in contrast with the Storm, they do a lot of skills games.
Yeah.
So like there's so much work being done in a simulation type scenario that like if you weren't to do it that way, they have to have problems.
See, when I played in the World Cup for Italy, I broke my arm, right? So when I broke my arm, after that, every contact session, everything, I always had to wear a guard. And it's so funny you say that because when I was at South Sydney, every single session, I always wore my guard. So it was like the ulnar, so it was where your bumpers are essentially. So you always sort of protect it from contact. When I was at South, I wore it every single session because everything, Wayne's intensity, all arm wrestles and all edge v edge is full contact on the field, right? So you do your skills games and you do your tag, but when you do the rugby league stuff, it's full contact. Like
It's interesting considering all the injuries that the Rabbitohs have had.
Yeah, but when I went to Newcastle, and I only picked up on this last year, I thought, at Newcastle, when we were doing on field, like whether it be in season, I only ever wore my guard in wrestle sessions or in games.
Yeah, Adam O'Brien from the Storm.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, like, for all the negativity that Adam O'Brien gets, defense was actually fucking really good at the Newcastle Knights.
Yeah, the last year was good. The from 23 onwards was good.
Yeah,
Other than that, wasn't very
That's fair.
great.
You're right, actually. I will say, I think personally, and this is probably from a soccer, I guess, background, I don't think league teams do enough pattern work. Like, I don't think they do enough, and it just doesn't have to be that quick, but like working like together on a string like that.
No, I
keeping
agree.
Spacing between
It's
each other.
it's almost like a warm-up drill.
Yeah, it's
where-
casual as fuck.
Yeah,
And
I
you can
agree.
it's just literally warm up. And I look at, and this is going to sound like a silly, I guess, connection, but if you go and look at like professional dancing, their ability to fucking keep the right spacing but move fast around with like 20 different people is like second to none. And I always think like, why don't NRL teams get in patterns, moving fast a lot together, so that you get to know the guys outside you so much that you know what their speed is. You know exactly what their footwork is. You know whether their right or left turn is good, or whether they... I just don't think league...
No, I like it. I think it's underrated because any skill needs to be developed through repetition of movement patterns. And I think we look at rugby league as like, oh, it's so chaotic, there's so many variables. But there are parts of the game, like movement in defensive structures, that you could just triple down on and consistently rep, like a boxer. Like how many times does a boxer throw the same punch or do the same footwork? Like it's hardwired into their brain.
You go and
so I love it.
You look at some of the...
Send that to Foz. Let him know.
Foz, is that Foz defense? What do we call the system? Foz defense? Foz system?
Strapping tape, Foz tape.
But like if you watch, so you know those crazy fighter jets that do tricks and stuff together? And so obviously
Gun,
that's
it's called.
all about, Top Gun. It's all about Fozgun. It's all about space between the jets. And if you actually go and watch them before they go out or before they train, they actually mentally
I love it.
train it. So they're sitting there and they're like, they'll call the calls like, full speed, up, left, right, and they'll be with their eyes closed doing it. F1 drivers do it as well. They
Right, if I was a coach, I would invest heavily into this for my players.
Yeah.
I think it is so underrated. If there's one regret, I mean, it's pretty heavy to label it as my one regret, but considering...
a bit of a colourful.
Yeah, exactly.
Who hasn't?
But
fallen NRL player.
I would love to have done that.
yeah.
Just focus on the visualization
It's
and
like-
literally playing out what I want to happen in the game.
The reason why I want to do it so much is when the boys are fatigued, I would want it to feel natural. So like, when you're fatigued, you're third man in the tackle and you're getting up and you're sprinting back to A and you don't know which side to go, whatever. I want to get to the point where it's like almost second nature of like that flow of like, okay, someone sprinted into A. Okay, I need to move to B. What's my spacing like at B? Oh, it's supposed to only be 2 meters. Whereas like when it's not second nature, it's like, oh fuck, and you move late. Oh shit, and you might move too hard because your energy's high or whatever. And I just think not enough pattern movement is done in league. So I would almost want to make it so that you could watch it and it would almost be graceful seeing the playing group like, okay, so they get up here, go across here, there's a line break, they're down here, they go across. You know what I mean? Like, I just think
I'd
there's
need
not
it
enough
to be
of
guided because I can just see myself with the raging ADHD, like, yeah, beautiful defensive structure midfield. Next one, I've taken an intercept, I've gone 60 metres and I've scored a try.
But also, we've got the technology now. We've got the technology. There's technology where you could put like just a normal camera and then you could judge the spacing between players with that camera. Like there's AI, like not even AI, there's actual programs that show the line spacing between 2 different points. And so what you could do is you could go into the video session, look at, okay, whose spacing is constantly a metre out of whack or a metre and a half out of whack.
That'll be
on it.
next.
Yeah, but
FozLink, he's going to
FozLink.
imprint his football brain into the Manly players.
Yeah.
But that's very much like, even like with young guys now that we're sort of teaching that for the very first time in their lives. Like they always sort of got back and they just sort of, you estimate like your spacings. Like even when you go to different systems, I remember going from South to Newcastle, like the spacings were different. Like, yeah, and also it was new rules after COVID too. So things sort of changed. So people were more protective around their middle. So you'd tighten up. But spacings were all different. So you had to relearn that sort of stuff. And even now, you see everyone has a different interpretation of what 3 meters is.
Yeah.
Everyone has a different interpretation of what 4 meters is. So when you have, and particularly the middles, because the edges will have same spacings. Pretty much most of the fat part of the field, the spacings are generally the same. Like your winger to center, blah, blah, blah. But in terms of the middle players, you're going to be tighter at A, then a little bit wider at B, and about the same at C.
Yeah.
You got to teach young kids or even NRL players now, it's not. You say to them, yeah, you should be 3 meters there, or there you should be 4 meters, but it's almost like you need to do it so much that it doesn't need to be said. It just feels right.
We'll put it this way as well. Like for some players, you need to be 3 meters. So let's say you got this certain guy on your inside, and he's a big boy.
Yeah.
You need to be 2 meters there because he is such a slower body and he's laterally. Whereas if you've got a really fast, let's say I've got Cam Murray inside me, maybe I can give myself 3 meters to give my 4-man more space to get a bit further out.
It's very hard because you can't dictate where everyone's going to be. That's why I said the middles compared to the edges, because the middles, you got 4 people that are just mixed around and they could all end up in A, B, or C, right? Depending on where the ball is, and then at marker. So you have to, and then that's where it's like things like that, Campy. I think that's why the rules have changed so much. Where having a big boy like that, would have to compensate for. Teams can't afford for that.
No.
What are your thoughts on this? Do you reckon it's a measure of we're not specified enough or individualised enough for the players, or our sport just has too much going on and you have to focus on so many things? Attack, defence, running, tackling, all these different things.
I cannot believe how outside backs train the same as forwards.
Yeah, I think it is a little bit dated. The reason I bring it up, I was watching this clip from a basketball player who played with LeBron James, and he literally said, told him to move on a different side of the court, and he said he's shooting at 32%. In the game from that area. That's how psycho LeBron was in terms of his knowledge of players and the game. I was like, holy shit. That's playing. You hear that stuff about Tom Brady and stuff as well. Billy Slater's got a bit of that. But I just wonder, what time could be spent on some of the basic patterns, habits, and consistencies from an opposing player, and how can we build around that?
Yeah, let's, for example, let's say statistically, you've got a 6 that if he makes 10 tackles on his inside shoulder, he's 20% more likely to let in a try or some shit like that. So you've got that stat there as a half going. I know if I hit him on a short line 10 times in a row, or not in a row, 10 times in the game, that we're going to increase the likelihood of a try. So, for example, I think there's a stat out that's I forgot which page it is. I'm so sorry. Fuck, I'm going to feel like a piece of shit now because they're the ones that come up with it. I recently just followed them, and it's pretty hectic stats. And basically what it is that I think if you get a 6 again in your set, you are 25% more likely to score a try.
Wow,
in that set.
That's a lot.
And so, which is
But
huge.
even with a player, bro, you're telling me, how many rounds in are we now?
13.
13. You're telling me 13 rounds of the team I'm coming up against next week, I can't pinpoint an opposing player and find some consistent pattern that I can exploit. Come on.
I think I know the page. Rugby League eye test. Is that it?
Is it Rugby League eye test, Matty?
Yeah, because I think I saw the same thing.
Yeah, he's got crazy stats, genuine.
My thing with it is, though,
it is Rugby League eye test. So I'll read it. I'll read it. Okay, so a traditional set with no restart awarded has a try scored 8.9% of the time. Assuming that try is worth 5.5 points based on a 75% goal conversion, the expected point value of a normal set is 0.52 points. An adjusted set that includes a set restart sees a try scored 22.5% of the time, and multiply by 5.5 is worth 1.24 points. So just stuff like that, the data, which they would have, clubs have this stuff. It's not, it's incredible. It's great what the person's doing, but clubs do have this stuff. But if you go even further in depth of individualizing, if this player makes 20 tackles, he is more likely to let a try in and stuff like that. That's where I think it'd be super interesting as a half. If you had all these data on people of this guy, if he makes a lot of tackles, he's not as potent in attack. This guy actually gets more into the game. If he makes 20 more tackles, he actually scores a try. Or, you know what I mean?
And for the listeners, Jack, I just forgot the name of the system, but for the listeners, players and coaches have access to a portal. Analyzer, Rugby League
I thought
Analyzer.
you were going to call it Foz system. No.
Fossilizer.
He doesn't.
Fossilizer.
He doesn't need it. That's just his brain.
That's not bad either.
Okay, I like that.
But you can access seriously deep statistics.
Yeah.
Tackles on left shoulder, tackles on right shoulder, missed tackles, portions of the field, tries they let in. That's what I'm just saying.
And for anyone out there that's doing software, it could probably use an update.
Imagine AI gets a hold of the Rugby League Analyzer. It's game over. I've got a great conspiracy for you.
Okay.
Apparently Portugal are supposed to and set up to win this World Cup.
Ooh.
So firstly, let's go through the history. So firstly, it starts off, Messi's had his moment. Now it's Ronaldo's time. Then we've got The Simpsons. There was a TV show long back. Homer's watching the World Cup. Portugal wins, right?
Really?
So there's another. Simpsons, straight away, I know you guys are thinking, oh, well, if it was on The Simpsons, it's got to be believable.
of course.
But we'll continue.
Okay.
The
We're at the
soccer
tip of the
ball for the World
iceberg.
Cup is the Portugal colours, right? Continue. We'll continue. And then we have, I don't know if you've seen, there's a guy that makes predictions of like everything's going to happen in the world. It's like a red sort of illustration. Have you seen it? It's on a world
Nostradamus?
picture. I don't know. It's what the fuck's Nostradamus?
You don't know who Nostradamus is?
Yeah, I do, but what does he draw?
Hey, the intensity in which you're
Anyway,
talking is not
Ronaldo
convincing
is
me.
on that picture. It's all the predictions that are relevant, and Ronaldo's on there kicking a goal.
Isn't he like 100 years old? He barely make the starting side.
well, it's destiny. So you can carry on all you want about how old he is,
I
but
tell
it's
you
already
what,
written.
If they win, this will be the fucking greatest call of all time.
You sound like the way you're getting into that. That was the most conspiracy flat earther vibe I've ever felt.
I tell you what, if they win, I'll believe the Earth's flat. I'll say on this podcast the Earth is flat.
yeah, well, if Rennie wasn't the human epidemic for Dog and the Boys, then he would be here supporting me passionately.
Hey, but what I will say on the footy stuff that we're talking about and analysing and stuff like that, like the
You love an
assistant
analysis,
coaches-
eh?
I love analysis.
Yeah.
For
Big analysis guy.
analysis.
Yeah, real cool, guys. Real cool.
Hip.
Like the assistant's role essentially, the head coach's role is essentially to get the players ready to go and blah blah blah. But like looking a week ahead, assistants are very much encouraged to look for weaknesses in the opposition. It is a fine line though. Like I feel like
Yeah, there's some intangible things of rugby league that, yeah.
like Chandler said before, it is a game where you are an attacker, a defender. There is so much going on, fatigue, all these sorts of things and that's why I think Wayne's has such good longevity. He's always just kept it simple and kept it less about the opposition and more about yourselves as a team and getting yourself right. Is because of the fact that and some teams have been successful, like the Melbourne Storm, at analysing opposition teams and finding little parts in the game that they can exploit, right? But very much so, some people can lean into it too much. And if you're worried about one little detail around getting to someone in attack, it can also
missing
throw off the
opportunities.
rest of your game. You know what I mean? So
Speaking of analysis, Jack, if Wayne's still coaching at 100 years old, do we analyse his DNA?
I think what we do is we find some hair, all right, and then we use the Foz DNA analysis machine, and we will use it to analyze his DNA. So
But let me ask you this
no one
then,
can use
Jack.
that now on the
Origin 1. Do you believe, because I have my opinion, do you believe that the grubber kicks that led to 2 Queensland tries
Yeah.
were exploited based on
Yeah.
prior analysis?
I don't
Absolutely.
think, but I don't think
That's what I'm talking about. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about individual players going, all right, if I go step
question.
left,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
I'm saying, like, let's set up a play at the very least.
Great question. I think yes. I think it was mild analysis on Tedesco, but I think most of the analysis would have been done by Billy on who his spine members were. Now I think he looked at Sam Walker and Munster and then Kalen and thought we need to get these guys on wide fours. All right, okay.
What did Matty have in the notes?
Hey,
What did Matty have in the notes?
I don't know. I didn't read them.
Oh.
Too many, and he's writing shit out. But we get him on wide fours, and then he goes, sweet. If I get either Munster, Kalen, or Sam Walker on wide fours, I reckon we've got 50% odds of setting up a try or getting a repeat set. And then I reckon he went a step further. He goes, beautiful. We get Teddy in this position on the other side of the ruck. I reckon our odds of getting a repeat set or a try go to 60%. More so, I reckon he then went, how do I get to 70% success rate here for this play? And I reckon he went, what we'll do is we'll try and snap quick to the back rower, get to outside the far post, get the back rower at marker, so then that middle's at A, and then he got a less chance of defusing because he'll be slower than a regular back rower that's there. And I think they had a middle when they were cooking too, sitting there next to the half in defence. Then, mate, your odds to scoring a try just increased by every little increment that Billy looked at and probably used to analyse and break down the New South Wales defence.
I don't think he did that, but I think it was still good.
I reckon I'm with Jack.
Now I sound like a conspiracy.
I reckon he
No.
did it.
What you said was right. I just don't think he went as far as calculating percentages. This is my opinion.
Can't read a room.
But I do appreciate the breakdown. You may already have access to the Foz analysis machine.
Well, I'm using a Foz DNA, a Foz computer encryptor, and I've actually hacked Billy's laptop.
Foz algorithm.
Yeah.
There you have it. Rugby league has been solved, guys. Okay. We were actually talking about Broncos being under fire. Do you think
Is Ezra going to be playing Origin too? Just around.
just quietly, do you think Ezra will fucking thoughts on Ezra getting dropped, boys?
Are you serious? What a stitch up. I can't believe it.
Dude, I can't believe you wrote down Broncos under 5.
We're back there again. We're in the fucking Foz time travel machine.
Can I just, on a serious note, will he play Origin 2 or not?
Fucking hell, cunt. Oh, fuck. Okay, thoughts on Ezra getting dropped, boys?
It's hard. I think it's more so about Ezra. I think they just used it as a message to the rest of the group.
Yeah, I agree. Right? I think if you look at it just silo to Ezra Man, I think it's kind of, it could go either way, but I think it's a positive marker. In the grand scheme of things, is it great for the team and what they're trying to do right now, especially with players missing and Origin, all the rest of it? No, but Madge will stand on his decisions.
Well, and I actually think it's pretty fair. And I think Ezra, he had 2 or 3 games that were great, but I think he's missed the most tackles in the NRL so far this year. Really? And he's also made the most errors, I think.
And what else do you do, Campy? What else do you do? Like with the team and the players missing, like do you just keep giving him a free pass? How do you actually address the issues? You need to drop the hammer.
And it has nothing to do with like whether Ezra's going to be there long term at all. We all know how good Ezra is. But at the same time, like at some point, if you've missed the most tackles in the NRL and also your edge has the most tries scored down it, it's like we've got to do something. We've got to send some kind of message.
There's a lot of factors there too. One is
it's not just him. He's had a lot of edge back roles that have been different.
Yeah, if you're fit and healthy as well, you've played every game. There's a lot like the way injuries are to halves these days. There aren't many that have played every single round of footy this year. Plus, you miss more the more you try to tackle as well. I'm sure there's been some opportunities there that probably haven't gone on the stat sheet, but I definitely think it's a message. It's like, think about this. Madge looked at the group going to this game this week and he's thought, okay, which one is going to send the biggest message to my playing group against who they got this week?
Well, Shibasaki's out as well.
Titans, they got this week?
Yeah, Titans.
Shibasaki's out as well.
And Shiba's out as well. Is he injured though?
Maybe he's injured.
Yeah. No, Shibasaki's out for 5 to 6 weeks.
This is the right week to rest some players, I think.
100%. He's gone, this guy's on the Origin bench.
100%. He loves that.
Going to send a message to the rest of the group. And also, like...
I reckon if Shibasaki wasn't injured, I reckon he's getting dropped too. Just because they've both really struggled this year. They'll be back, obviously.
100%.
No doubt they'll be back.
Mem has the most errors. Mem has the most missed tackles, but not the most errors. He's got the second most errors in the Bronx, but that's not.
Who's the most Walshy?
For Broncos, Walsh.
Yeah.
But he's like 21st in the comp.
He's at 10 though. You know, that can, like with Walshy, all those errors can start coming off.
Yeah, we saw it happen. What would you say? You had 21 what?
Oh, Mam's the 20. He's got the 21st most errors in the comp, so it's not even close.
Is Storm still chasing Shibs?
I don't know.
They're about to lose a crop of outside backs. They got to start. I just
they signed a Sarko.
Yeah,
which I
thought they were chasing Shibasaki. That'd be because they could do some good things with him.
Warbrick, Meaney all gone for next year.
Who was it? That popped up today as well, replacing Meaney. Oh. And did you see that?
They got a Sarko coming, and then
there was a centre.
No, he's going to Tigers.
Did you see that, Matty? Storm were chasing their replacement for Meaney. It'll come to me.
I'll have a look.
All right, boys. This is all brought to you by Ashley Mazda. If you need a car, Ashley Mazda is the place to do it, guys. If you need a car, look, I drive Mazdas. I got my cars from Lukey. It's been the best experience ever. Anytime I needed anything, he has helped me out. If you need a car, message Lukey, LDC_01. Even if you're just like kind of thinking about it and you just want a bit of info on cars in the right direction, give him a message, LDC_01. Best in the business. He's been so good and so supportive of the Bloke platform. We really do appreciate it. And as I said, like I went and bought my cars off Lukey before he was a partner of the platform. So I use him myself for my wife's car and my car. He's the best in the biz, guys. Also, massive shout out to the Black Dog Institute. The Broncos are wearing the black jersey again this week. The Black Dog Institute are doing a fundraiser where you can buy a virtual seat. Head to the show notes for more information and to buy your seat. The money is raised for crucial mental health research. And as everyone knows, we need as much money as possible when it comes to mental health research because, like, when it comes to physical health, we have essentially all the answers. You sprain your ankle, you know what to do with that. When you have something that's wrong mentally, we are so unsure of how to fix that. It's not an obvious thing. It's not an easy fix. The more money we research, the more answers we'll get, the better we'll all be. Okay, Dragons, players' future. Kyle Flanagan, he's on contract till 27. Cariana suggests he'll share the hooker role with Little next year with Connor Watson player 13. Sully is also contract 27, but reportedly...
That's who it was.
Okay, Sully to Storm.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. I do like that.
Yeah, same.
Fucking
You
hell.
know that they're going to have an impact.
He'll kill it. And Gutho also contract 27, but seems uncertain. I'm hearing a whisper that the Dragons actually have been going for Healy and Paddy for a while now. Owen Paddy. So that's interesting. If they
Owen Paddy's a great get.
I don't think you'll get him, but it's still good they're going after him.
But Ricky's played very risky play this year, not having him in that, to start the year, because like obviously last year what he offered was incredible. But I do understand the logic. Give him more time. He's got to develop as a player. He's still young. But yeah, you never know how young people take that these days.
And also, if you're the Dragons, you can offer him a fucking pretty big contract.
Yeah.
Bloody oath.
You're starting 9. You can afford to pay, regardless of how good your 9 is, you can afford to pay them $500-600.
And you look around the comp at the moment, everyone talks about halves, but hookers, there aren't many young creative hookers that can play big minutes and can be able to, because I look at him and he gives me a very similar to, is it Blake Brayley-ish, but a little bit, I don't know, he gives me a mix of a couple players, but what he can offer an attack. His stock, the way the game's moved, his stock is slowly rising each year. So he's good.
So it's going to be it's going to be interesting whether they go. Obviously, the Dragons on the rebuild, but sometimes maybe the contract's just going to be too big. You look at Healy, who was playing a really good role for the Warriors. It's funny. I actually said would have been maybe 3 weeks ago or whatever. I was like, man, if I was a club that needed a hooker, I'd be bringing Sam Healy and Owen Paddy that aren't getting much minutes. But sometimes, although they're happy and at better clubs, it'd be very hard for a young 9 that's currently probably on minimum because they're coming through and they're not getting many minutes. And a club comes in and says, here's a 3-year deal, $500K a year. That's so much money. So I guess watch that space. Flanagan at 9 is an interesting one. That's,
Don't know.
I guess. He's actually played some game at footy at 9, reserve grade, and played really well. But yeah, I guess we'll see. In regards to Sully, contract 27, but look, I would love to see him at the Storm. I think he'd kill it at the Storm.
Storm would do wonders for him personally and for his game.
Okay. Brent Reed on the NRL 260 said South are privately questioning Koula's inclusion in the game. The game will be 8 days since Origin 1, where he got a Category 1 head knock. He got clearance. Every club can do this, and Manly and Koula have done nothing wrong, so it's not on them. They're the one. Of course, you would go and do it. 2 years ago, Latrell copped a 1-game suspension, and Ben Hormy said at the press conference that he's done for the year. But then round 27, when he was able to be named, the NRL said he had to still serve his suspension round 1 the next year. I'm really surprised Koula has been allowed to play. He was out. So it's like some of these other Category 1s where you're like, what the hell? That's not a Category 1. How did that happen? The Koula one, I'm like, bro, he was fully out.
Yeah.
I'm very it's just strange because we're trying to send this crazy strong message by sending Kalen Ponga off because that's really a lot of the reason why he got sent off. It is to send the message that we have a strong stance.
Yeah, the outcome plays a role in the decision, 100%.
So but then he's good to play. I'm stoked for Manly, but I don't know. I'm
obviously he's gone through the appropriate medical assessments, which is fine. But yeah, it does pose the question in what is basically a 7 to 8 day turnaround. Yeah, is the testing? I don't know. It just doesn't feel like you can't just say the testing is bullshit because if the testing was done and it was confirmed that this is where he's at, fine. But a 7 day period just doesn't feel like enough for a genuine knockout,
bro. If that happened in MMA, got knocked out like he did, 100%. He'd be suspended for 6 months, nearly.
100%.
3 months minimum, but probably 6 months.
Yeah. I actually am quite shocked. I've been through this just recently, but the turnaround time on knockouts or concussions within the NRL currently, it seems like a very short period of time.
Mate, you can get
especially when you make comparisons like to combat sports.
You get medically, if you get flatlined, he was out, Koula. You would most likely be suspended in boxing for 6 months. Now, I understand it's different. There's a lot more head knocks in boxing, whatever. But 6 months is a lot longer than fucking 8 days. That's for sure. I'm just surprised. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think, look, it's just an area that I don't know that well. So it's it's one of those ones where it's and I agree, Campy, that boxing and UFC the same?
Yeah, MMA, yeah.
Yeah, so they're the same as in terms of their concussion or head knock protocols, but I saw Jason King comments where it said, the neurological experts, they've given us the clear. It's hard. It's a hard one.
We don't know that much, though. That's the thing. We really don't know that.
I know, but if you're a neurological expert,
I see what you're saying.
they're an expert in that field.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I do understand even just the perception of it or how it seems, but yeah, I guess he's clear, and it's the same thing. If South thinks it's unfair, I can understand how they think it might be unfair in their situation, but I think does every team obviously every other team can apply for this for whatever situation that may be.
Well, that's the thing. And look, maybe it's a test thing, and you can get an exemption if you pass this test. and that's just been the rules forever. And he happened to pass the test, whereas other people that have tried to apply it haven't passed the test. Maybe
I read as well that he showed no symptoms the morning after. So I think that was a big factor.
Yeah, I mean, still, when you're flatlined like that, like fuck.
I get it. I'm not really just campaigning for one side. It just personally feels like I doubt everyone would put their hand up and say, hey, 7 to 8 days is perfectly fine for a period of time post a knockout. I would just say just extend that as a mandatory period. Like just
Do you still remember
pass
the
the
words
test or not?
for the test, Sandor?
Oh, well, this is another thing. I've spoken about this before, bro. Yeah. And Kempy, I think you would have done it as well. I don't know if it's progressed. You would know. But like the concussion test, I'm sorry, the concussion test that I did to pass and post, I'm not going to say it's a joke, but it's comical. It was the card game.
Yeah, it was
Like,
a card
is that-
game.
are we-
And then
There's no way.
Did you get to do the secondary test though? So it was the card game.
I personally had never been knocked out either.
Oh well, come
Have you,
play
Kempy?
Well, when I played, I fucking just got up a bit
You
far,
never,
mate.
Wait, your entire career never got knocked out?
Nah, never got knocked out.
Fucking hell, I got.
I don't think they tested me, but I broke my jaw,
Oh right, yeah.
but I wasn't knocked out or concussed.
Yeah, I got.
Just got up and
I've
got
never
on with
been
it, mate.
flatlined. I've never been flatlined.
Oh yeah, I have a few times.
It'd
Harry
be hard.
Grant. First time I've met Harry Grant.
When you don't make any fucking tackles, you don't get flatlined.
Yeah, but also like that, the separation between another head or a shoulder.
Why are you shaming my nose?
I didn't even say the word nose.
You're fucking going like this, so it's a fucking separation.
That's
fucking
hey,
hell,
that's
mate. There's
insecurity
sides
coming
to
through,
the head, mate. Gaslighting.
I didn't even say
gaslighting.
nose.
You see
I know.
that?
Hey, I'd rather a broken nose than a.
Why are you
concussion.
looking at my nose?
You see
said?
that? That's gaslighting 101. That's gaslighting 101.
That's hot boy gaslighting. Yeah, but do you actually remember the word? Do you ever do the secondary test where they give you 10 words, you got to say them back and remember them a few bunch of times? No. I still remember the words. Like I can still, I think about it. I talk to my missus about it all the time. She goes, "Oh, did you ever have to do the concussion test?" I go, "Oh yeah, I had to do it a few times." And then I can remember like sandwich, wagon, lemon.
Well,
cheese,
that's a good
candle.
sign.
Yeah, well, that's on hope.
Neurologically,
can
that's a
still
good
remember
sign.
it,
He can
yeah.
remember the whole test.
But short career, so I've cut me concussions in half.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's a good sign.
It's a scary thing though. Like that was a big reason why I just said, you know what, fuck this. Is when all that information started coming out about head knocks and that, I was like, fuck, is it really worth another 50 NRL games? Maybe not.
you know what
It
my
really
biggest-
is the world of unknown.
Oh, I
and,
haven't-
and American
anything,
football's kind of leading the way. It's just like how tragic it can be over a long period of time.
Yeah. But you know what? You know what scares me more? Getting old. Getting old scares me.
But mate, to be honest, this generation, how old are you now? 30?
No, I'm 28.
You're 28?
Wow.
You said nah like I was fucking 20 years off your fucking age. You're fucking 28, bro. It's like 2 years.
30's so old.
Oh my fucking god, can't. Well, when you're older, the medic you'll
You're
probably live till
28.
150.
That makes you way less cool as well, just in the grand scheme
You're
of
essentially a
things.
fucking baby.
What do you call it? What's that? What's discrimination towards age? What's that called?
Age.
So I
Ageist.
just feel like you're trying to
Ageist.
be older than you are.
Oh, well, okay, settle down there.
Are you an old soul? Are you an old soul
Oh,
in a young
is
body?
he an old soul?
Hey,
Are you an old soul in a young body?
I am
100%.
No.
That's what you told your missus when you met.
I'm
you
the
said
old-
I'm an old soul.
I'm the oldest soul in a young boy.
I just like to stay in. I don't like to go out. Like I'm an old soul, you know.
I'm
Like
a-
read books and
Wow, it's like you were there.
oh fuck. But I reckon by the time you're aging, bro, you'll probably live to like 150
Oh, thanks, man.
with technology. Not anything you did.
Appreciate
technology.
it. No, just food, man. I reckon food itself. I'm talking about this all the time. Like the young guys coming through, it's got to be the food's getting better, higher quality. You know, I talked to my pals, my old soul pals back in the 60s.
Not if you're
and
eating
they said,
KFC like Denon.
mate, they were boiling everything back in the day. Finger licking good.
The options are getting better, but the choices are not.
On and off the field.
Why did you look at me when you said that? Cunt? That's fucked.
You're the host of this
What a
podcast.
fucking
What are you
shame
talking
that you're
about?
shaming me. More gaslighting.
Hey, this has been a pretty rogue show.
Okay, let's get into the preview.
PVL, I love that.
Oh well, yeah, PVL wants.
I love that
20 teams. We're just
abbreviation.
you got to be out of here soon, don't you?
It's all right. I pushed it back.
Did you?
12:30, so
Okay,
I'm good.
thanks, bro.
Anything for the show, mate.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that's a team player.
You know, see
I'm like,
that?
this cunt.
See
Fucking
that,
hating
guys?
the old
Underlying, underlying professionalism.
that's what an old soul would say.
I'm copywriting that. Underlying professionalism.
Underlying professionalism.
Yep.
Professionalism you can't see.
Yeah, and I'm starting a new type of contract. It's called FozTracks.
Oh my god.
I'm really flogging a dead horse here.
You know what? It's come so far now that it's actually funny again. You know, you flog it so much that it becomes funny again.
It's like we forgot about it, and then.
But strategically, now they've kind of gotten so shit that you've opened the door for all the comments to actually light it up. So I respect you for that.
I've opened myself up to being lit up as well.
20 teams by 29. The NRL is exploring the prospect of 20th team in line for 2032 Brisbane Olympics. Vlandy says TV rights negotiations have revealed an appetite to expedite expansion. The Perth Bears will enter the NRL as the 18th franchise. My God. The next season, PNG arrives in the big league for the following season. The NRL's current $2 billion deal expires in 27, and Vlandy says the possibility of a 20-team league before 2030 thrown up in TV rights negotiations is now real.
What about that article?
One of the great articles.
Of like Fox and Nine trying to take the whole pie.
I love it. I love it.
If that's not a bidding war.
It's good. It's what you want. This is what Vlandy said. One broadcaster wants the 20th team brought forward to 29 or 2030. Who should it be? I will say, like...
Brizzy?
I don't mind the western corridor of Brisbane, Ipswich. I think just to get rid of AFL's incursion.
I want to see a New Zealand derby, eh?
I'd love a New Zealand team, but it'd be hard, bro.
Like, there's not that many the big companies to sponsor.
That's the thing. From a business perspective, it would be hard.
You're
bro.
fighting against the All Blacks as well. And look, I just think we're making such inroads with the Warriors. Let's double down on that for now.
Do we bring back the Rams?
The Adelaide Rams. Oh, fuck, I don't.
It is hard because the Wars, the way they're building their brand too. Actually, thinking about it, like they built the Wars up. It's like the country behind the team.
I could see a Christchurch team.
Yeah, I'd love to see.
But again, it would just be hard logistically, like.
And just the finances of it all as well. Like it's a small country with a small population as well. But I will say, once we get to a 20th team, I reckon you bring the season down to 20 games. Everyone plays each other once. And then you can lean more into international footy.
And I know you're feeling it, Dana. I'm sorry. It feels like NRL simulation at the moment. The other day when the Connor Watson signing graphic came up and then the Perth Bears signed two like young kids, I was like, this is bullshit. What is going on?
We don't have the right now it's
like
the talent is getting stretched.
They've got to help them.
Fucking hell. I don't know what the Perth Bears do. I mean, now is Mallet Meninga under investigation or some shit for like potential
well, you know, I saw that.
Is that legit or what?
Yeah, but you know what? He came out and sort of said a couple of names, and they're saying under that new Gus rules. I don't think he
Gus
is.
rule.
Like
the Gus rule.
No, the Galvin rule. I do think, like, in fairness to Mal, like he's had everyone in the competition, everyone involved in rugby league, pretty much hammering them about trying to, you know, be a bit more bold and go for these names and make yourselves more. It's hard. I personally. Like looking at the whole situation with Perth, think they've just been like handicapped massively. Like
I just don't think it's as big a deal if there wasn't this contrast of the PNG super highlight show just going off every 3 weeks.
I think also, you know, in the Perth Bears defence in this situation, it's like, come on, man, that ship sailed ages ago about like not approaching players, not talking to players. Like if you were to punish the Perth Bears. When clubs speak through the media all the time, they just don't do it directly. Like, so it's kind of like the ship has sailed in regards to that conflicts of interest, and not saying that it should just be the Wild West, but I think it'd be silly if the Perth Bears ever got penalised for this.
No way.
Sorry,
I was saying to Dana, no way.
I would have liked to have seen them at least have like similar to they do in the Super League, but maybe less players. Maybe like they had the option of like the Bears had because they've got a team like they're filtering a team of young blokes at the moment. And a few experienced heads, but not that many. Like having at least 3 marquees, where they got 3 marquee signings now, and didn't have to be tax free, but their salaries could be very much juiced up. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I thought there was always just blanket rules for new teams, and there was sort of periods of grace or you know opportunities to kind of start off on the right foot. But
no, Dolphins got nothing. They did that all themselves.
Doesn't make sense.
They just got lucky that they were already a massively successful established club. Okay, boys, Manly versus the Seagulls. Sorry, Manly versus South Sydney Rabbitohs. Sorry, fucking hell.
Foz Train.
FozBet.
Choo-choo.
Brought to you by FozBet.
Brought to you by
A subsidiary of Sportsbet. Shout out Sportsbet.
Imagine if they changed their name or something like
FozBet for the just 1 week. Fucking hell.
That'd be great, chat.
You're welcome. I'm actually going Rabbitohs head to head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just think the footy gods are too cruel.
It's true. It's true. I'm with you
cool.
there.
And Rabbitohs are desperate to get some consistency going.
I love it.
Colonel Kieran, you reckon knock him back down a peg?
I just reckon the Rabbitohs, they need a fucking scalp.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it's a good scalp, 6 versus 5.
To be honest, Wayne, I think he's just happy with he's got a few blokes out at the moment. I think
Well,
sitting sixth.
Safita's back. Cheese is back. The
Campbell
only
Graham.
one's out Latrell.
Oh,
Is Troll the only one?
Campbell Graham's back.
Graham back.
Wow.
Yeah, actually.
Manly
geez.
short considering that.
Yeah.
Rabbitohs are juicy.
That's what I mean. 249. Like
Kidding?
Manly.
I'm going to choose the Manly and bet on the Rabbitohs.
What are you going? Manly?
That's not a bad shout, Sandor. I'm still going to jump on the Foz train because
Win-win.
who wants to break momentum?
Storm Knights. I'm going Storm.
At home. Storm.
How's this? First night game for the Knights since Vegas. They've had all day games this year.
Night's
Have they?
game.
Yeah, I just had a
That's-
look.
And considering how
serious?
attack heavy
Yeah.
they are.
That's
wow.
a crazy stat, Matty. That's actually and let's be honest, their attack has been on fire all year. That's actually very
It's
interesting.
going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm still going to back the Knights, but that is, I actually think Matty might be on to that. That'll favour the Storm for sure.
Agreed. Stormy.
Okay. I'm going Storm. Raiders, Roosters.
This is a nice one too. This is a great round.
I'm
of
going
football.
Roosters. Big win.
Yeah,
Big win.
Big win.
Yeah, I'm only going to go
Margins?
Roosters.
13 plus.
I'm only going to go Roosters on the back of the spray last week after that.
That's what I mean. It's not based on do I think the Raiders are that much worse than the Roosters? It's based on the fact that Robbo was pissed last week, and I think there'll be a response.
Yeah, I'm going to go Roosters. I don't know if it's going to be as wide open as you. And statistically, your thoughts don't really count because you're 4 from 7 every week. But I will back you on the Roosters.
Son of a bitch.
Motherfucker.
doesn't have the same weight it used to. That's what it is.
Cowboys, Dolphins. I'm going Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm going to go Dolphins as well.
Broncos, Titans.
Let's go Titans.
Oh my god.
I'm going the Broncos.
Broncos.
I don't understand why.
Well, I'm here to win.
Walk us through.
Yeah, talk us through it.
Walk us through it. Go on.
Jojo Fafita back
Yeah.
from Origin.
Nice.
All right,
Ezra
Tino.
Mann dropped.
Sorry?
Ezra Mann.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Does that send does it send the message he wants or is it mixed messages? So I'm thinking Titans upset here.
So it's a mixed message based bet.
And they're playing at what stadium? Is it that Suncorp there, Kempy?
Yep.
Wonderful stadium. And the last time we might have Magic Round, the Titans played there, and I thought they had a good start to the game. And then the second half hurt them. But
they lost.
You know what?
Quite
You're
handily.
giving mixed message vibes. That's actually
I like to keep people in the yourselves
Mysterious.
mysterious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
that's it.
That's it.
All dark
Tigers,
and mysterious.
Tigers, Panthers.
obviously the Panthers, but
Yeah, this is unfortunate for the Tigers. Fuck. Just have a great win and then you get the fucking Penrith Panthers with all the boys coming back.
any chance of an upset?
I think there's a fair chance of an upset.
Can never say never, but
You can never say never. The great Justin Bieber said that.
But the thing is, as well, I think that people don't equivalate to as much is the fact that the Panthers boys, their Origin players, will, I know they got the week off, but are their eyes going to be on game 2?
See, I think that's going to help them because they're just they're in that zone of this is a big time of the year for us.
where are we at? Seatown or
Do it.
Leichhardt
Don't be a
Oval?
coward. Go, do it.
That's a good question. Is it Seatown?
What?
Combank.
Okay,
Oh, Combank. Oh,
don't know if that helps.
you know what? I don't think the Panthers have a good record. I'm just going to back the Tigers just for a laugh, for an upset, because I need
For a
him.
laugh. Wow, that's
I'm chasing points because I've had a
That's degrading.
I've had a hell of a year and not a great year, and I think the Tigers.
maybe you should do the same.
I'll
You know
try.
what? I'm going to go Tigers too.
Oh my god! All right, boys. Okay. Cronulla Sharks Dragons. I'm going Sharks, but I don't mind it. Or it was 11.5 the line. It's now 10.5. I don't mind that line.
I'm going Sharkies.
Yeah, I'm going Sharkies.
Is Nico back? I'm pretty sure.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, he's not.
Brayley out, Nico out.
He's had
Hero
looked good
in
for
doubt.
a good chunk of time there last week.
They need Tricky to have a big game again. Yeah, I'm going to go Sharkies.
Doggies Eels.
I'm just at a complete loss, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just going to go the Eels.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm just gonna go. Well,
Is Moses back?
No, he's not back.
Isn't he?
No.
What's he doing? What is doing?
Get better, bro. Fuck.
What are
you
you
know
doing?
I'll go Dogs.
Yeah, I'll go Eels then.
It's probably a fucking good way to bet.
Tell you what, is it at
I just hope I'm on the other side of the 7.
they're at a core. I think Doggies get it done.
Sounds like Critter's out as well.
Sorry?
Maybe. I think Critter might be out. It was in doubt, and so is
Well,
Critter.
they won against the Melbourne. Anyway, Alrighty, that's us done and dusted. We will go and fuck ourselves. Thank you. Give the boys a follow on Instagram. We'll go fuck ourselves. Thank you.
Slay.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.